back to another video. I hope you are all doing okay. A few weeks ago I popped a little story on my Instagram just to kind of get some suggestions from you guys. I popped a little question box on to basically hear what you wanted to see from me and the uploads on the channel, and one of the suggestions was that you wanted to see me doing sex on clients, and I basically shared that to my story, and I was like, which one of my clients is gonna, you know, help me out, because I need some suggestions. And then one of my lovely clients, Gabby, said that she would be happy to help and would happily have her set filmed. So that's what we've done for today's video. Now, if you're not already following me on Instagram, then I will pop my little handle at the bottom of the screen so that you can make sure you're there for the next story that I put on, for any suggestions and everything, so you can have your say and let me know what you want to see. So yeah, I'll put my little handle at the bottom of the screen so that you can head over there and follow me on that. So that is basically what today's video is going to be. We did a bi-ebb infill and a little bit of a shape change for Gabby, and yeah, it included a little design as well, and I've just taken you through everything so that you can see exactly what I use and how I do everything. Obviously I know I've done bi-ebb infill videos and application videos in the past, but they've all been on me. And yeah, I thought it'd be nice to get a client involved, and yeah, so that you can see basically how I do everything on a client as well. And what I've done is I basically cut out the left hand, so I've just included the right hand for you guys, just because I didn't want it to get too long and too boring, because a bi-ebb infill for me is about an hour, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to sit here for an hour and watch it in real time. If you do, then, and I'm wrong, then I apologise. But yeah, I've just tried to cut it down as much as I can. I've just filmed the right hand and I've sped it up, and I'm still talking you through everything that I'm doing. So hopefully you still find it helpful and you can kind of get a little bit of an idea of what's going on. But yeah, I just didn't want it to get too long and boring, so hopefully you still find it helpful. And as always, if you have any questions, just let me know. But for now, we will get into it. So this is my client Gabby. As you can see, she had Frenchies last time, and this is about a 3-week growth. So she's going to be going a little bit more almond today. So first of all, I'm going to go in with my barrel bit, and this is how I start every infill. I've popped a little picture of the drill bit in the bottom left corner just so you can have a little close-up of what it looks like. And first of all, what I'm going to be doing is just taking off the top layer, so the French and the top coat. And what I'm also going to do with this bit is just take a little bit of length down and also help me reshape. So I'll just take the corners off, and yeah, this will help me reshape them, so I'm not doing as much hand filing. So like I say, you can see in this video, I'm just going over the top coat and removing this, just taking down any bulk and just getting them nice and thin, ready for the infill. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my new file, and I've just slowed this down so you can see me preparing my new file. So I just get the old file and just go over the edges just to take the sharpness away, so that when I'm filing and reshaping, obviously there's no sharp corners, so we're not going to be causing any cut-ins or anything like that. And then I've just popped again a little picture in the bottom left corner so that you can see the files that I'm using. I'm using the 240 and 180 file, so I'm just going to be going over and reshaping these. Like I said, she wanted to go a little bit more almond this time, rather than she normally has rounded, but she wanted to go a little bit more almond. So I'm just going to be fixing up the shape a little bit and just pulling those corners in. And then obviously, because we've taken some length down, I'm just going to feather them down towards the end just to make sure they're all nice and flush to the free edge. And like I say, just neaten up the shape and make them more almond. And then you'll see also, I just like to get from all angles, get the file underneath the nail, right tucked up close to the side walls, just to make sure it's nice and flush. But obviously you do need to be super careful when you get in close up to the side walls, just because the files are sharp and we don't want to be cutting our clients or anything like that. So yeah, this process is mainly about just getting the product nice and flush. We want it to be a nice smooth surface in order to prepare them for the infill, because if you've got any bulges or any kind of areas where the product's built up, then you will obviously see this when you apply the fresh builder, the infill. So yeah, we just want to be checking them from all angles, making sure that they are all flush and prepared well for the infill. Then what I'm going to be doing is going in with my tornado bit. From all the bits that I'm using are from Nobu, and I've just again popped a little picture in the bottom corner so that you can see it. Obviously, if you can see on the picture, that is super fine towards the tip, and that's why I absolutely love this bit for getting in all of the closer areas, so around the grown out cuticle area. Obviously, I'm not using this on the natural nail plate, I'm just using it on the grown out builder, but just to go around where the cuticle area was, just to make sure that it's all flush. I literally can't do a set without this bit, honestly. And then next, what I'm going to be doing is I'm just measuring up the both hands. I have just included the right hand in this infill video just so it's not too boring, but I thought I'd just keep this one in where I'm just measuring it up and making sure they're all the same length. And then I'm going to be starting with my cuticle prep, and this bit is the flame bit from Nobu, and I'm just going to be going around the cuticle area to lift that up. And then I'm going to be swapping over to my ball bit, and I'm going to be again removing all of the dead skin from around the cuticle area, and then just going in with my nippers as well and just dusting those over. Right, so this is what we're looking like at the moment. So Gabby normally has like a bit more of a rounded shape, but she wanted to try a little bit more almond this time. So we've just done a prep, taken the length down, reshaped, and now we're going to infill with the Cookie Cream Biab by Glitterbels. So I'll show you that process and then show you a close-up when we're done. Now I'm just going to go in with my dehydrator. I use the Glitterbels dehydrator just to prep those for the infill. And then the shade that I'm going to be using today is shade Cookie Cream from Glitterbels. It's the brush on builder. Now I have done plenty of builder gel infill videos, and you can see my whole process in previous videos if you want a bit more of a close-up. But obviously I am struggling a little bit still with getting the camera angle as best as I can do. And I also just wanted to keep this little section in because I have tried to explain previously how I set my new builder. So since I switched over to the Glitterbels builder, because it is a bit of a thinner consistency, what I do is I set one nail at a time. So you'll see in this video I will do the pinky on one hand, set that, put that under the lamp, do the pinky on the other hand, and then I just keep switching them. So each nail is not getting a full cure. I'm not going to be adding any more product onto that, and then when I get to the thumb and all fingers are done, that's when I'm going to do a full 99-second cure. And then this will just obviously help with your application because you've not got builder sitting there with a chance to slip or anything like that whilst you're doing other nails. You are flash curing it straight away to make sure it's nice and set, and then I am not adding any more product onto that until it is fully set, and I will do the full set at 99 seconds, the low heat mode, at the end when all nails are done. So yeah, I have tried to explain that in other videos, how I've set my biab, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you guys how I actually do it and how it looks, and how although you're setting a nail at a time, you're actually not really taking that much more time out of your appointments, because I'm just swapping over and just making sure that each nail is exactly how I want it to be, and exactly how I set that biab is how it's going to be setting, because as soon as I place it on the nail, it's going straight in the lamp and I know it's going to come out exactly how I laid it. So then when all of this is done, I've just grabbed a lint-free wipe with some acetone just to wipe off the tacky layer, and I'm just going in with my 240-180 file again, and I'm just going to be neating up that free edge. Now what I'm going to be doing as well is just keeping an eye on the side profile, because we want to make sure obviously your apex is in the right place, all around the cuticle area is flush as possible, and obviously if there are any nails that you want to file, then you can do. I don't very often file over the free edge if I'm happy with the structure, but if I do look at the side profile and there's anything I'm not happy with, then I will go in my file and file over the top and then buff out any of the file marks. Right, so that is them all infilled. So I've just filed round the shape, and then this is the design that she's going to go for, but she's changing the colour over to Dawn. So I'm going to be doing that design but in a different colour, so I will take you along with me whilst we do the design, and then I'll show you when we're all done. So obviously we've got Frenchies on the pinky, the index finger and the thumb. So I'm just going to be going in and doing my Frenchies now. I'm super sorry because this angle you can't really see me doing the Frenchies, but I have done a video on how to perfect your Frenchies where you can see up close me doing them and how I do them. Obviously I'm using my fine liner, which I cannot live without. I know I say this all the time, but my fine liner is just, it's God's gift. Like it's just, I need it for everything and I use it for everything. I just love it. So yeah, I'm using my fine liner. This is the 15mm side, just to do my Frenchies in the colour I shown you previously. And then the design is going on the middle two fingers. And obviously you've seen in the picture, it's some flower design, which I absolutely loved. I did it in pink originally, but this client wanted to switch it up and try a different colour. So we did it in blue, and I will just start to explain how I did my little flowers. Obviously I use my dotting tool to create my flowers, and what I'll do is I'll just place the dots in the shape of the flower, obviously do 5 petals, and then what I do is I literally just use my dotting tool to drag the gel into the middle to create the flower. Now I have done another video which is create my spring content with me, where I did some flowers if you want to see a bit of a close-up. But yeah, I just add the 2 blue flowers and then the 2 white flowers, and then change the colour of the middle of the flower depending on the colour that I used. And then I just do some little dots around the sides. Now I'm going in with my top coat. This is the Glitterbels non-white top coat, and then also using my Hive cuticle oil in the scent Blueberry, which is one of my absolute faves. So here they are all finished. So we just did that design in the different colour, and yeah, there's the finished look. So there you go guys, that is the Bayab infill done. Thank you again to Gabby for letting me film your infill. Thank you, mwah, we love you. And obviously if you are any of my clients that are watching this and you want to have yours filmed too, then let me know. And yeah, hopefully you find it helpful, and as always, if you have any questions about anything, then please do just drop me in the comments or message me on Instagram if you don't want to put it public, and I will come back to you and I'll help where I can. But yeah, hopefully you find it helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.